Hey, what's up, guys? How you doing? It's me, Mr. 4K Upscaler. Um, what you're looking at here is Red Dead Redemption 2 native 4K HDR from YouTube. Okay, I've been looking and looking around to find the best possible native 4K HDR footage, and this is the one that I find out from this guy remastered. It's truly encoded to native 4K and HDR, and it's the best possible YouTube, PlayStation 4 Pro footage that I could get onto this television. So what you're seeing right now, it's HDR. It's HDR and it's native 4K. When I say native 4K, I mean it's compressed to native 4K. I don't know what the source resolution originally is, but it's compressed to native 4K. Okay? But I don't want to talk about resolutions and I don't want to talk about the HDR. I want to talk about something else here. I'm going to go through some of these stills, and here's the deal. I really don't know how am I going to be able to do Red Dead Redemption 2 on Friday and Saturday and Sunday on the 26th of October 2018, because RockStar is putting such stranglehold on live streamers who streaming without their consent. It's going to be very difficult. I mean, you guys will have a lot of copyrights. Your videos will be blocked. You're going to have a difficult time streaming this on Friday. I'm telling you right now. Because they're very strict about their game, which they have every right to. They work really hard to bring this masterpiece, and I totally understand that. You know, it's their masterpiece. I understand how they feel. But what about the fair use? You know, I mean, what happened to that? So I think the way I'm going to have to do the tests is I'm going to have to pause the game like this and then do it like this. Like, I think this is going to be the only way that I would be able to analyze the game on my television. Not just my Samsung Q8fn, but my TCL and my Sony and my other TCL that I have, including KS8000. I mean, I got so many TVs, man. This is ridiculous. And I want to do those tests and comparisons. But I just don't know if even this won't get blocked. You know, if this video doesn't get blocked, if this video doesn't get copyrighted, that means that I'm on the safe side doing it like this. Meaning they're honoring the fair use if I'm doing it like this. And what you're looking at, obviously, right now, it's HDR. I mean, it looks beautiful in HDR. I mean, my camera here, it's not really doing it justice, even though it's 1440p that I'm recording this in. It will look beautiful on this television, as it should. This is a true la creme de la creme of HDR television that you're going to get. You know, the QLED, high-end QLEDs, Q8fn and Q9fn is going to give you the best possible HDR color representation that you're going to get with 1600 nits peak of brightness. But like I said, my only worry is, like, how am I going to do these tests? Especially between Xbox One X and PlayStation 4 Pro. And I think I'll have to probably do it like this. Like, this will be like the only way that I will be able to do it. You know, like this one scene, like, look at the HDR here. This is just mind-blowing, man. If this is what we're going to be getting, oh my lord. I think some of you will have to call in sick, like take the Friday off. Like Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, I think a lot of you are going to be just locked in a room somewhere in an entertainment man cave or whatever it is that you're being locked into. And you're going to be playing this game. Because what I'm seeing here so far with the HDR, and I think what you're seeing here, this is a spoilers warning. I heard that what you're seeing, this scene right here, is the beginning of the game. It's set in the snow, and it's like a prelude to what's gonna happen. It's like the game goes back and forth, kind of like in Grand Theft Auto. You know, it lets you know what happened in the past and then what's going on after what has happened in the past. So I think what you're seeing here, it's gonna be in the beginning of the game. So there's a little spoiler. I couldn't help it. Look, man, it got leaked. Actually, you know who leaked it? IGN leaked it. I think it was IGN. I think IGN leaked it. They said they played the game and This is what happened in the beginning of the game. It was during the snow blizzard, and I think this is what you're going to be looking at in the beginning of the game. I could be wrong, I'm just guessing. But the HDR here is just truly... This is HDR. I'm not BSing you guys, just so you know that this is HDR. There you go, HDR. Just in case you guys would like to know. You see that badge? There it is, HDR. And quite honestly, the only reason I'm doing this video, it's to really see if RockStar will approve this. I mean, they should approve it. I'm not going to profit anything from this. Simply, I'm using it as a fair use to use their game to showcase how beautifully it works on Q8fn and TCL and Sony X900E, and also do the same thing with the PlayStation 4 Pro version to show how comparisons are on these other televisions as well. And if this video is not blocked, if this video is actually approved, then that means that they're going to allow me to do it. But guys, I won't be able to show you any gameplay on Friday. I'm just telling you right now, I won't be able to do it. The only way I can show you the gameplay is if I have approval by RockStar. The reason Digital Foundry can do it, the reason IGN and GameSpot can do it, it's because they have the approval from the RockStar. I don't have that approval. I would have to contact the RockStar, and then hopefully they'll give me their blessings, you know. But considering I'm only 27,000, I'm a small time compared to the others. They're like, you know, 500,000, 1 million influential YouTubers. They're usually gonna go toward those big YouTubers, and they're gonna go bother with me. You know what I mean? So, look, I get it. I understand. At the end of the day, it's about the money. It's about the business. I wasn't born yesterday. I get it. Especially in this country, the capitalism. It's all about the money to begin with. Not that there's anything wrong with it, but I'm just simply saying, it is a business, but it kind of sucks because, you know, if they're not honoring the fair use, well, that really sucks. Then what's the point of having that law if you're not honoring the fair use? I hope that they will, but we'll see. And I'm even afraid what to say now, because if I say this is a spoiler, and this is what I heard from IGN. In the beginning of the game, you start in snow, something happens, and after that, the credits roll, and then you begin with a new game, you know, and it goes to the flashback to what has happened, and now after that, what has happened, you know what I mean? I don't know the whole story, but I just know that the game starts in like a very early morning, snowy, like kind of like almost rising morning, but it's still night, it's still dark. It starts in the beginning of the game like this, you know, like in Grand Theft Auto 5, you know, in Grand Theft Auto 5, when they start in like, what was it, upstate New York, and that whole thing that happened in Grand Theft Auto 5. And then you go back to, you know, LA after the credits roll, Los Angeles, and then, you know. So same thing here. That's what I have heard. Now, I could be wrong. Please, guys. Whatever I say here is just a rumor. I don't know. These are the rumors I heard. Okay? I don't want you guys to take this as something as set in stone. Like, I know this for a fact. I don't know. I just know what I heard, what people told me from various sources out there, okay? Oh my God, like right here, the HDR. Oh, I'm excited, dude. It's sort of like an orgasm to me, honestly. Like, I'm so addicted to HDR. Like, when I see a good HDR, it's like an orgasm, dude. I mean, it really is to me. Like a visual orgasm is what it is. And what I'm seeing here, this is not even like me playing an actual game. This is me watching something from YouTube that's HDR encoded and 4K encoded. And it's HDR encoded with 4K. So I'm getting the HDR. This is really HDR encoded. This is exactly what you're going to be seeing in the game in terms of HDR. And I got to tell you, what I'm seeing here, it's really amazing. And please, guys, my camera here, it's not doing it justice. You cannot do it justice. Hopefully my 12 megapixel camera on Friday will try to do some of that justice, but we'll see. Like I said, I'm really concerned on how am I going to do this? Like, how am I going to, if this video doesn't get blocked, if this video gets approved, then that's a good news. That means that I will be able to do it like this. But remember, guys, I won't be able to do any gameplay. It's going to be paused video with just, you know, you seeing a paused scene with a character standing still, and that's about it. And I'm just keeping my finger crossed. Look, guys, if they block those videos, then you can forget about Red Dead Redemption 2 comparisons. There will be no way in hell for me to do those comparisons. I'm going to try. But if they put a pressure onto me, I cannot risk it, guys. I just want you to understand that, you know. I mean, I could contact them. I could try and contact, you know, RockStar and say, please, guys, would you mind letting me do this, you know, so I can do a comparison, you know. I mean, after all, I do have 27,000 subscribers, you know, and I am passionate about this. I am trying to do justice for these televisions and test them. We'll see. But that's if everything goes downhill, you know, which there's a pretty good chance that it might go downhill, because so far, what I've heard is that RockStar is going to be really all out gun blazing, shutting down the YouTubers who are like showing any kind of leaked footage or spoilers and stuff like that. So I'm just letting you guys know, be careful, especially on Thursday midnight, Friday morning. Be very careful what you post. All right, the HDR here is just mind-blowing. Right now, what I'm seeing, even though this is a PlayStation 4 Pro version, what I'm seeing here is just, oh, good Lord. Hold on, let me bring my camera a little bit closer just so you guys can see it a little bit tiny better. I'm impressed what I'm seeing here. Totally impressed by this. If it looks this good on PlayStation 4 Pro, imagine how unbelievably sharp that HDR is gonna look on this television with the Xbox One X version. Just think about the Xbox One X version for a moment, just for a little bit. Think about that. And even here, look at that mud, look at that HDR. I mean, the reflection, I mean, it just looks bananas, man. This is really amazing. Look, guys, speaking of this TV, Samsung Q8fn, if you can't wait for my 43-minute review next month in November, go buy this TV. There's my spoilers warning for my review on November. It's a very well-balanced TV, and you're going to get your money's worth. Every penny. You're going to get every penny worth with this one. You're not going to be disappointed. I guarantee you. You will not be disappointed with this very well-balanced TV. So, I really don't know how am I going to do this on Friday. And I really do mean that, guys. I'm going to do my best to bring you the tests, to show you the comparison between the Xbox One X and the PlayStation 4 Pro. I'm going to do my best, to my best abilities, tests to show you how both games look on TCL and the Q8fn and Sony X900E. But, like I said, if RockStar puts too much stranglehold onto me, then I won't be able to do it, guys. You know, but I'm gonna do my damn best to bring you that. I mean, look, this will be one great example of HDR. You know, if you want to show off your HDR, like I said, there's Red Dead Redemption 2, there's Spider-Man, and of course there is Forza Horizon 4. These three games will definitely do that. Those three games will definitely showcase what your HDR television can do. What I'm also going to do is I'm going to try to post a link down below on this video so you guys can look at this on your Samsung 4K HDR television on a YouTube app so you can see exactly, you know, what I'm talking about in terms of HDR and how beautiful this looks. Okay, this is all in-game. This is all in-game engine, and it's HDR. It just looks it's really a juggernaut of a game. I mean, that this is an open world game and it looks this good. It's really insane, honestly. You know, I feel sorry for the people who worked on this game. Imagine the countless hours away from their families that they have to, you know, invest into this game. But I'm sure they're gonna make a truckload of money, and it's gonna be worth it at the long run. Everyone will get paid, Christmas bonus and all that good stuff. HDR here, for example, just stunning. I'm gonna go through some of these stills really quick. This is HDR. What you're looking at now, it's HDR, 4K and HDR. This is just mind-blowing. Even here, look at the shadow detail and the peak brightness, man. It just looks marvelous. And even here, look how beautifully everything's being rendered here. The HDR just gorgeous. It's a gorgeous, gorgeous looking HDR. And even here, look how beautiful that looks, man. Amazing. This is all open world, man. It just simply looks stunning. And my favorite is right here. This is my favorite shot. I mean, this is, as real as it gets to me. I know for some of you it's not photorealistic, but for me, HDR here, it's as good as it gets. What I'm seeing right now here, it's as good as it gets. I mean, really stunning. I hope that this video doesn't get blocked. If it gets blocked, if it gets removed, then you guys know what time it is. You guys know that I cannot bring you this game comparison. And look, like in the distance, how much you can see in the distance. It's just ridiculous. I'm getting more and more impressed by this game, but what's really impressing me, the hell out of me, it's really this Samsung, man. This Q8fn. It's been out 2 weeks and I'm impressed as hell. I mean, I'm like super pumped impressed. Like on steroids impressed. That's like how impressed I am. I know I'm exaggerating, but that's like the only way I can come across a point to let you know how impressive it looks and how impressive this TV is in terms of color and peak brightness and very good deep dark levels for LCD LED backlit. And then same thing here. Now this part here reminds me a little bit of Far Cry. You know, this is a little bit of Far Cry 5. You know, it has a little bit of that Far Cry 5, but that's fine. You know, this is cool. I like it. And this is another one of my favorites. This is all in-game, guys. This is the HDR in-game engine, what you're seeing here. I mean, I know it's not photorealistic, and you can still tell, you know, for those of you who are, you know, into the graphics and stuff, I get it. But if you were like a regular Joe, if you're like somebody who doesn't know nothing about video games, and you walk in, you're like, wow, that's a beautiful documentary. Like, what are you watching? Is it National Geographic or something? I mean, something like that, someone would say, if they walk in and they see this. And look at the HDR here. And you can travel to the desert, to the dense forest. You got winter, spring, all these different seasons. I mean, it's just unbelievable. Of course, daylight, nighttime, morning, all of that stuff, it's there. Look at the sunset here, man. Just unbelievable with the HDR. And then at night, look how beautifully it's being represented at night. It's crazy. Like, this is going to be, I mean, 10 out of 10. This is going to be a juggernaut of a game. I think this game will surpass Grand Theft Auto 5 in sales. You guys mark my words. And then expect to see a PC version coming next year. In November or something. Or October. Or September. And look at that beautiful HDR here, man. It's just amazing. And look at HDR here. Just look at those deep dark levels. And look what this TV is doing, man. It's just amazing. Simply amazing. And look at that haze in the distance. And just look how beautiful that is, man. Just looks outstanding. that early morning haze. Look at that, it's beautiful. Perfect. And look at Arthur Morgan here. Look how beautifully his jacket is being represented. Everything, just with the HDR here, just simply amazing. And look at that HDR here as well. All right, guys. Well, there you have it. I don't know if there's, I think I've shown you more than enough in 20 minutes here. I don't even know if this is gonna be honestly authorized for me to show you. So we'll see what happens. I'm gonna do my best to bring you guys that comparison, but I cannot promise you guys that I won't be suppressed or blocked, because if this is okay, then that's good news, and I'll be able to do it like this with paused stills. That will be like the only way I'll be able to do a comparison for you guys on my Xbox One X and PlayStation 4 Pro versions on this TV and TCL. All right, guys. Well, there you have it. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. We'll see what will happen on Friday, so I'll do my best. But I cannot guarantee you. All right, guys, have a good one, though. Thank you for watching this video. This was in 4K and HDR, just so you know. Recording 1440p QHD. Thank you for watching. Have a good Sunday. Take care. Bye. Peace.